What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Well. It seems Bob Arum and Top Rank, they found a way to fuck up yet another fight that us boxing fans got our hopes up for, and that was Triple G, Gennady Golovkin versus Chavez Jr. Now, the first fight this year where that happened was Mikey Garcia versus Yuri Yorkis Gamboa. They had a venue. They said the Forum in LA, May 17th. Then all of a sudden, they push it back and say, you know what? I know you guys want to see Mikey Garcia versus Yuri Yorkis Gamboa, but guess what? On that same date, I'm going to give you Juan Manuel Marquez and Mike Alvarado. Like, what the fuck? Like that? No. Like, don't get me hyped up for a meaningful fight with two undefeated fighters and then try to throw Marquez and Alvarado at me. I didn't ask for that bullshit. You know what I mean? As a boxing fan, I'll watch it. It might be entertaining for some rounds, but it's not as much of a pick'em fight to me as a fight with Mikey Garcia and Gamboa. Anyway, they fucked up Gamboa Garcia. Now Gamboa is fighting Terrence Crawford. Now Mikey Garcia is suing Top Rank. Um, he doesn't feel he's being treated right over there or whatever. And Triple G and Chavez Jr. is also off the table. I told you guys I made the video, had sources, and there were a lot of articles out that said Chavez Jr. has one fight left, I believe, and Top Rank wanted him to sign till 2021 or whatever, and they wanted him to sign a contract extension. He was not willing to do that. He said he wanted to complete his fight deal with Top Rank, keep his options open, and he didn't want to be forced to sign. And I told you that this was a bad sign because Chavez Jr., unlike a lot of other fighters, has money. He was born into money. His dad is a fucking living legend and a great fighter, by the way. So money is not the number one objective. I mean, obviously he wants to make money, but what I'm saying is if Chavez Jr. stalls Top Rank out, he can afford to do that. You know what I mean? If you guys remember in the Sergio Martinez fight, he was suspended for like 9 months for smoking weed. He tested positive for weed, and he was good. Well, at least he looked like he was good. The motherfucker was eating. He gained like 200 pounds and shit. So that's the problem. You can't strong arm a fighter who's already pretty much financially set or comfortable. Whereas you got a guy like Timothy Bradley, he has to do what he has to do. He has several kids, he has a wife, and he's just now, he doesn't even get the full respect that he deserves as a fighter. You know what I mean? So when Top Rank says, hey, you can't get the Pacquiao fight unless you sign the extension, he has to make those business decisions for his livelihood. Whereas Chavez Jr., he could afford to think about it for a while. Just like I used to work with this dude, and like I get direct deposit, so it don't matter. But he used to pick up several paychecks at a while. Like sometimes he had like two paychecks that he's like, oh yeah, I gotta. He's like, they're complaining, I gotta pick up my paychecks. I'm like, damn, you could just afford to not pick up your paychecks because he was getting the physical paper checks. And at work, they were complaining because his paychecks were stacking up because he had like two or three and he hadn't collected them. I'm like, he was only a part timer, but I'm like, still, like, you don't care about your money like that. I need my money the day of. If it's Friday and it's payday, I'm like, give me my money the day of. And the reason I say that is because that's kind of what it reminds me of with Chavez. Whereas the guy at my job could afford to wait two pay periods and then pick up his paychecks like casually. Other people need their money instantly. Like me, I have bills. All my other coworkers, for the most part, they have bills and kids and stuff like that. So when it was payday, they need their money ASAP. You know what I mean? Whereas he was able to wait, and I think that pertains to Chavez Jr. He's able to wait it out and pick the best deal. And Al Heyman's trying to throw him a shitload of money. So just disappointed. Top Rank, another fight. Like, you have to be as good as your competition or better. And Top Rank, they have some good fights, but a lot of them are already forgotten. You know what I mean? Like Mayweather Maidana kind of overshadowed Brian Vera versus Chavez Jr. Nobody's really talking about that fight no more. They still have Pac Bradley too, but they're getting overshadowed, and we still got Canelo, Laura, and Golden Boy has a couple other fights that look really good. Like they just did Mayweather Maidana, which should push over 1 million in my opinion. Canelo, Laura, Top Rank has Chavez, or excuse me, Cotto and Martinez, and then there's a lot of other fights that aren't with either Golden Boy, like Bermain Stavern. Well, actually, that is Golden Boy. That's another one that looks good. So it's just they gotta step it up. You know what I mean? They gotta close some of these fights whatever way they can. And I know Triple G versus Chavez Jr. is a fight that hopefully we all wanted to see. I did a graphic for it, and a lot of people liked the graphic and liked the idea of that fight. Going forward, I just don't want to see Triple G fight career 154 pounders. There's obviously, based on Cold War and all that, even though De La Hoya and Bob Arum are supposedly friends now, there's still fights that Triple G at the moment is not able to fight because the Cold War still is in effect. So Triple G and Peter Quillen, not necessarily likely. Golden Boy and Top Rank. And the way Peter Quillen's look, just like decent. I don't know if they would put him in there with Triple G anyway for his career's sake because he's a champion. So I don't know. I just want to see Triple G fight someone of note. I like how he's disposed of other people. And it looks like he can't fight Gill. Gill and Macklin are fighting. So, I mean, who's Triple G going to fight? Who do you guys want to see him fight? As far as Chavez Jr., he has some options. I think he could fight Bika. Andre Ward called him out. That's a fight they can make. Another fight that HBO was trying to make and they could possibly make. I don't know. See, the thing is, when you're dealing with business, sometimes people try to blackball you. So since Chavez Jr. doesn't want to sign an extension, I don't know if HBO is going to try to get him the best fight, or not HBO, Top Rank. I don't know if Top Rank is going to want to get him those great money fights because this is somebody that you know is potentially and likely to switch sides and leave, like, you know what I mean, leave you hanging. So you could have a little bit of animosity there. But another fight HBO was trying to make was Jean Pascal versus Chavez Jr. I would like to see that fight. I think it's a good fight. Chavez Jr. is a new resident at 168 because he can't make 160 or he has trouble making 160. And hopefully he's training hard and taking himself seriously, taking his career seriously, and trying to live up to his father's name. So let me know what you guys want to see. Chavez Jr. versus Triple G, no longer a factor. Who do you want to see them fight next? Triple G doesn't look like he wants to fight Andre Ward. It's been that way. I made a video about it. Let me know what you guys want to see. Who do you want to see him fight? As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.